Okay, students, today we'll be discussing two topics. One is straight lines, and other one is just extension of this, that is pair of straight lines. Okay. Yeah. So first, we'll just go through. Already, these are familiar topics only. Okay, because we use this in circles, parabola, ellipse. Repeatedly, we use it throughout our course. Okay. So, but I will just brush some important formulae in straight lines first. Okay, then we'll see pair of straight lines. The first thing in section formula, I think everyone know the formula, but just the one thing which students normally struggle is about the terminology. Like if P divides A and B in the ratio m:n, then what does it mean? It simply means they are saying P divides A and B. No? So it means they are saying PA by PB is m by n. Okay. So here there are two possibilities actually. So one thing is it may be dividing it internally, or it may be dividing it externally. Internally is very easy to understand because A and B are here. So according to the ratio, for example, let's say if PA by, let's say just for example, if PA by PB is 2, so that is PA is twice PB. So P will be closer to B. No? Okay, something like that. Same way, the main important thing here is how do we take it in case of external division. Let's say AB is there. Now let's say I give PA by PB is 3 by 2. And P divides A and B in the ratio 3:2. That is the meaning. Na? P divides A and B in the ratio 3:2 when I say it means PA by PB. 3:2 externally. That means here also if you compare numerator and denominator, PA is more than PB. So once we say externally, it can be on the right side or it should be outside of line segment AB. So clearly since PA is more than PB, so we can say P should be somewhere here such that if this is 3x, then this will be 2x. Okay. Yeah. So one more point here on this only. Okay. So for example, let's say if someone is saying, okay, P divides A and B in the ratio 3:2 externally. And let's do one thing. Let us change this point as Q, which one initially whatever I have written. Okay, let me write this as Q. Okay. Okay. Let me draw a new figure. AB. Now P divides A and B in the ratio 3:2 externally. And let's say Q divides A and B in the ratio, that is QA by QB is 2 by 1 internally. Okay. So now if AB is given as 12, then PQ is equals to. Okay. So they didn't give any coordinates or anything like that. This problem is basically purely on understanding whether you, it is based on your understanding of this statement. P divides, do you understand this statement or not? Only based on that. Because understanding that statement is very important, guys. Okay. Okay. Q divides A and B in the ratio 2:1 internally, they are saying. So that is, if this is 2x, then this will be x. Correct? And then P divides A and B in the ratio 3:2. So that means if this is 3y, then this will be 2y. Now, what do we know? AB. Now, with AB, you can find, they're asking the length PQ. So PQ is nothing but from the figure, you can say it is x plus 2y. We need to find x and y now. Easy. AB we know, no? So AB can be written in terms of x as 3x. No? So which is 12. So x is how much? 4. And also in terms of y, can you write AB in terms of y? Yeah, it is 3y minus 2y. Right? So y is equals to AB, which is 12. So x we got, y we got, you substitute there, you'll get PQ. Okay. So that is one point which I want to explain here in terms of in the ratio point. And another point is, let's say I gave you 3 points: A 1,5, B minus 3,7, C. Okay, let me just change this one. A I will change. A is, let's say, 3,10, and C is 1, alpha. Okay. Now listen to the question very carefully, guys. If A, B, C are collinear, then find the ratio in which B divides A and C. Okay. Yeah, we all are familiar with the questions. A, B, C are familiar. Find alpha. Okay. We know how to do that also. Anyway, we'll be coming across that example also. Okay. So now in this question, they are just asking in what ratio B divides A and C. Yeah. So one thing is section formula you can use. That's okay. But you see here, see, always do like this. The known in all the 3 points is x coordinate. Okay. Now on the number line, sorry, it is not a number line, just on this line, mark these 3 points in the order of the x increment. Okay. Because whenever you have x and y axis like this, if you draw any line, if you go from left to right, what happens? The x coordinates of the points will increase. No? The same line, I'm just asking you to draw horizontally, just for simplicity. Okay, instead of drawing x-axis, y-axis, and all these things. Okay. Now, if you write in increasing x, first minus 3,7 will come, B will come, next C will come, 1, alpha. Next A will come, 3, 10. Okay. Now, what is asked? The ratio in which B divides A and C. That means they are asking BA by BC, correct? Now, let me mark it like this. This is BA by BC. Okay. Now, what you do is, ideally it means ratio of those two lengths. Okay. But you can simply subtract the x coordinates or y coordinates and take the ratio, you'll get the same answer. Okay. So what is that is the main trick here. What is the difference in x coordinates of B and A? 3 minus of minus 3. Difference in x coordinates of B and C? 1 minus of minus 3. Okay. Whatever order you are following for the numerator, right minus left, same order you can follow for the denominator. You'll get the answer. What is it? It is 6 by 4, which is 3 by 2. So your answer will be 3:2. But now, is it internally or externally? Is B in between A and C or outside A and C? Outside, no? So it is externally. or you can simply write -3:2. Okay, fine. Now, for example, let's say I just told you that even if you do the same thing with respect to y coordinate, you will get the same answer. Okay, let's go ahead and do 10 minus 7 divided by alpha minus 7. Between B and A, the difference in y coordinates is 10 minus 7. Between B and C, alpha minus 7. This must be also 3 by 2. The problem is they didn't give alpha, no? That's why we have taken x difference. But if you equate this to 3 by 2, you will get alpha. Okay. Next. Let me just see any doubts. Anyone till now? Not able to understand. Okay. Yeah, I'll give some more examples here. Okay. Maybe like on the ratio, I've taken some more examples. Let me just explain this. Okay. Then I think you'll get more clarity. See, the ratio in which the line joining the points is divided by x-axis. The question is that. So that means there is this x-axis, and these are the 2 points. 3 comma minus 4. Since y coordinate is negative, we can say that clearly it is below x-axis. And minus 5 comma 6. So this is first point, this is second point. Now what they are asking is, if you join these 2 points, now, the x-axis is dividing these 2 points in some ratio, no? A and B. That is, they are asking what will be PA by PB. That is what they are asking. Okay. Now in x-axis, we know that every point on the x-axis will be of the form some alpha comma 0. Okay. So it looks something similar to the previous question only. No? Like, what is the previous? These 3 points are collinear, like that one. -5, 6, alpha 0, 3 minus 4. Those 3 are collinear. And we need to find the ratio in which that point P divides A and B. Now, let me just write it. Yeah. So we need what here? PA by PB. Because ratio in which P divides A and B. Now, this I have taken it as A, this I have taken it as B. Okay. Fine. So if you need PA by PB, what you do, take first for PA. Actually, you need to find length. But instead of that, because actually if you see the derivation of distance formula, there similar triangles will be used. Okay, I'm not going into the derivation, I'm just giving the result. So what I'm saying is, instead of dividing the length, you can divide the difference in x coordinates between those 2 points which are there. PA is there. So PA, what is the difference in, okay, if you do difference in x, alpha is involved, variable is involved. So we don't want that. Do difference in y, -4 minus 0 divided by. So we went in this order, no? You follow the same order for PB. Okay. So what is there? 0 minus 6. How much we are getting? -4 by -6, which is 2 by 3. So in what ratio x-axis will divide them? 2:3. Okay. Is that clear? Yeah. Okay. Now, there are some extension questions for this also. Let's keep the same 2 points, but we will change x-axis. Okay. So instead of saying x-axis, let's say divided by x minus 2y plus 3 equal to 0. Okay. Now, what does that mean? There is a line whose equation is x minus 2y plus 3 equal to 0. And these are the 2 points, 3 comma minus 4. Just like x-axis, now this time this line is cutting the line joining these 2 points. Previously we were taking like x-axis is cutting the line segment AB. Na? Again, the naming is important, guys. The first one is A, next one is B we have taken. Now the question is, in what ratio P will divide A and B? See, I have drawn a rough graph. Okay. The P can be on the one side also. That means the diagram can be something like this. Let me just quickly draw. This can be this AB. And the line can be like this. And maybe if you extend here, this can be P. Okay. So any of these two scenarios may happen. Okay. We don't know. Now, there is a simple formula for this one. Okay. The ratio in which, okay, I'll just write down, here, space is there. No? The ratio in which the line L equal to 0 divides line joining A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 is minus L of x1 y1 by L of x2 y2. What is meant by that one? If the line is 2x minus y plus 3 equal to 0, this part is called L. Okay, line expression. Okay. Now, what is meant by L of 1 comma minus 1? Instead of x, you put 1. Instead of y, you put minus 1. We'll get 2 times 1 minus of minus 1 plus 3. So, which is 6, like that. Okay. So, L of x1, y1 means first point, h2, y2 means second point. This minus will tell you whether internal or external. Okay. If it is internally divided, then this whole thing will come positive. No? External division, usual notation is negative, like that. Okay. So here, if you apply that formula directly, in what ratio? So this line is cutting, line joining these 2 points. No? Now they are asking in what ratio? Simple. Minus of, substitute the first point in the line, which is 3 plus 8 plus 3. I'm just substituting 3 comma minus 4 in this line expression. Same way, substitute minus 5, 6 in this line expression. Minus 5, minus 12, plus 3. So if I simplify this, I think I'll get minus 14 by denominator, how much it will be? Minus 17 plus 3. Minus 17 plus 3 is minus 14 again. So 1:1. So that means exactly it is bisecting. Okay. This line will bisect the line joining. So that means it will be, these two will be same. Okay. You can test it on whatever we have done also. Okay. Already we have done. No? Okay. In what ratio? They have told x-axis, but x-axis has an equation. Now, what is the equation of x-axis? Y equal to 0. Now, what has become the L? L is your y only. No? Now, L of 3 comma minus 4 by minus of by L of minus 5 comma 6 should be the answer. Okay. In the L, there is no x. So, no need to substitute. What is there? L is y only. No? So, minus of minus 4 divided by, in denominator, what is 6? How much are we getting? 2 by 3. It's the same answer we got. No? Okay. So this is another important formula, guys. The ratio in which the line divides the line joining these 2 points. Okay. Fine. Anyone has any doubts? Stavia, 2:3. Okay? not 3:2. Last one. Last one is actually I have many things to cover. Okay, if time is there, I will repeat again. Okay. So actually, last one, what is there means they told I gave the formula for line, na? Any general line. The ratio in which a line, any line, if it is given, if that line divides line joining any 2 points, this formula you have to use. Now, in the question, what they have asked is they told x-axis. Now, x-axis is also a line. Na? What is line? Line means something like this, both sides. Correct? X-axis is also a line, but it is horizontal. That's why. Now, x-axis, what is the equation of x-axis? Y equal to 0. So for x-axis, what is L? L is y only, no? So your L is y only. So what is L of 3 comma minus 4? So instead of x, you have to put 3. Instead of y, you have to put minus 4. There is no x, so put y minus 4. That only I have written. Okay. Yeah, we'll go to the next one. Yeah, this is a very important point, guys. Yeah, we'll come to that. Those are result oriented. Okay. Yeah, next. Very simple question, but important model. You see. Read the question, guys. The equation of the straight line which passes through the point minus 3 comma 5. Passes through minus 3 comma 5 such that the portion of it between the axes is divided by the point in the ratio 5:3. Okay. See, the equation of a straight line passing through minus 3 comma 5. There will be infinitely many straight lines. Okay. But we are looking for one such straight line which, what is it given? Such that the portion of it between the axes, like this, okay, is divided by the point. Which point? This point only. Okay. In the context, they refer to the same point. Okay. In what ratio? 5:3 from x-axis. So that means they have given that it is PA by PB must be 5/3. Then what should be the equation of that line? See, actually you may say, sir, I will draw like this. What is there? Yeah, but if you draw like that, then PA by PB need not be 5:3. No? There will be one such line where PA by PB will be 5:3. We want exactly that particular line. Okay. Okay. So at this point, I can take alpha comma 0. This is 0 comma beta. Very simple. If you know alpha or if you know beta, you can write this line equation. Because to write line equation, what are the two things you need? Keep this in mind, guys. Always work like this. Okay, I forgot to tell you before the question. Only keep in mind this thing. You need a point and slope for line equation. That's all. Okay. Yeah. There are other things, 2 points. Okay. But if you know 2 points, that means it is slope only. Na? Hunt for one of them. Okay. Either they will give the point, you have to find the slope to get the line equation, something like that. Okay. Now here, okay, what is the ratio they are saying? 5:3. No? Okay. We will use that section formula funda. Difference in x coordinates, if you take the ratio, I should get 5/3. Chalo, let's do this. We'll go in this order. What is difference in x coordinates of P and A? Alpha minus of -3. Then P and B, -3 minus 0. This must be 5/3. So alpha plus 3 by -3 must be 5/3. This 3 gone. But minus, if you send that side, alpha plus 3 must be -5. Alpha is -8. Now you got alpha. Now once you get alpha, then you can write the line equation because 2 points you know, P and A. Okay. Next. Yeah, this question is just to remind you the formula of area of triangle. That's all, guys. Nothing hard as such in this question. So if 3 points are given x1, y1, I hope you know, but just I want to remind x3, y3. The area of the triangle will be half that of x1, y1, 1, x2, y2, 1, x3, y3, 1, that. And then over it, you will put a modulus. Okay, because determinant of a matrix can be negative, no? But area can't be negative, we will put a modulus. Okay. Now, since they are collinear, this jet must be 0. Fine. Yeah. So give this formula only, I have written that question. Okay. Next. Now, this next one or two questions, the concept on which it is based is angle between two lines. If you have two lines, if theta is the angle between the lines, m1 other line slope is m2, then tan theta will be, we'll write it as modulus of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Here, be very careful, guys. Theta is acute angle between the lines. Because whenever two lines meet, you have acute angle as well as obtuse angle. No? Now, whatever theta we are putting modulus, no? Because tan theta we will get positive. That means theta will be in first quadrant. First quadrant means 0 to 90. That means theta is acute. So whatever angle you get from this formula, you will get the acute angle between the lines. Okay. Okay. Let us see the application of this formula. First question. The points A and B are on the first quadrant. Okay. Let me just draw x and y axis. O is the origin. Slope of OA is 1, slope of OB is 7. Okay. A. This line slope is 1. And this line slope is 7. Now what they are asking? OA equals to OB. These two are same, they are same. Then they are asking slope of AB. Okay. There are two methods to solve. First, you guys think for a moment. They have given slope of OA. They have given slope of OB. And they are saying OA and OB length are same. Okay. Then you need to find the slope of AB. Okay. Fine. Let's see. Two methods are there. First, method number 1, fairly simple. Slope of AB, since we don't know, and surely from the figure we can say it is negative. Okay. Let's say that slope of AB is m. Okay. Now, since these two lengths are equal, OA and OB, then that means it is an isosceles triangle. These two thetas must be equal. So that means angle between AB and OA must be same as angle between AB and OB. Okay. So that means tan theta equals to tan theta, like that. So since angles are same, tan of that angle will also be same. So then you will have how to find angle between two lines if slopes are given. Actually, slope is not given, but you can write it in terms of m. So this one will be in terms of m. This one will be in terms of m. You have to solve it. Bit lengthy. Okay. Now let me just give you one more. Let 1 second. Anyone has any doubt? Let me just. Okay. So it's a big headache, na? Okay. Now this overall concept, I would define it as something like this. Okay, let me just take empty page and I will explain. Okay. Yeah. See, this is very common concept, guys. That is, you have an isosceles triangle. Yeah. So you need to understand what are the different simple properties of isosceles triangle. First thing, if these two sides are equal, then these two angles are equal. Yeah. Now, if I take the midpoint here of BC, okay, and if I join, then it will be perpendicular. This is the midpoint, okay. And this green color line, normally if I join the midpoint of the opposite side, what do we call it? We call it as median, okay. So this green color line is median. But actually later on you will see that if this is theta, this is 90, this angle will be 90 minus theta. And if this is theta, this is 90, this angle will also be 90 minus theta. So that means these two angles are also equal, that is A by 2, A by 2. Now this green line looks like it is angular bisector. Okay. And if you actually see the green line, it can be seen as altitude also. No? Okay. So in isosceles triangle, from the vertex onto the base, if you draw the altitude, it will be median, it will be angular bisector, it will be altitude, all three. Okay. Fine. That is one point. Second important point is this is for any triangle. Yeah. So if I take any general triangle like this, okay. So you have internal angular bisector and external angular bisector. Huh? Okay, only just simple one point only. Yeah. Internal angle bisector means these two angles must be same, A by 2, A by 2. External angular bisector means, see, look at angle C. If you extend like this, this is your angle C, internal angle of the triangle. This is also internal angle of the triangle. There is another angle which is there, that is external angle. Okay. Now here also, if you extend these two, then this is that other angle. The one which is bisecting is called external angle bisector. Now the important point here is the angle between internal angle bisector and external angle bisector is 90 degrees. That means if the internal angular bisector slope is m, external angular bisector slope will be minus m1 by m. Keep that in mind. Okay. Next, another important point. This internal angular bisector will intersect the opposite side at some point. Let's say that is D. So this is called angular bisector theorem. That is, your BD by DC will be equals to AB by AC. Okay. Fine. So 2 points. One is what is happening in isosceles triangle when you draw, and other one is in general for angular bisector. This is the rule. Okay. And the third one, when it comes to straight lines, there is a very simple method. Like for example, let's say to find the slopes of angular bisectors. No? So if you have two lines, okay. So let's say one line slope is okay. One line is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. Other line is a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. You have two angular bisectors. No? One like this. Between these two lines, you will have two angular bisectors. Angle between them will be 90. Just like in the triangle, you can see. This is just two lines intersection only. No? Two angular bisectors, angle between them 90. Same diagram I have drawn here. Okay. Then how to get these two lines is simply what you will do. You will write modulus of a1x plus b1y plus c1, first line, divided by root a1 square plus b1 square. Perpendicular distance formula you have to do for both and equate a2x plus b2y plus c2 divided by root a2 square plus b2 square. Okay. If you do like that, then what will you get? You will get two lines. One line will be one bisector, another line will be another bisector, like that. Okay. How are we getting two lines when only one equation is there? Modulus, no? Once you open plus, once you open minus. Let us do that in this question, and then you'll understand it. Okay. Where is that here? Yeah. Now here. Now you see this will look very familiar. Okay. What is that? We are saying this is the Isoles triangle, correct? Yeah. Now, in Isoles triangle, what did we discuss? If you draw like this, what is this? Angular bisectors. It will be perpendicular to the opposite side or no? That is what we have discussed just now. Okay. Now this is this yellow color, orange color line, whichever I have drawn, that is angular bisector of which two lines? OA and OB only, na? Okay. Now OA line is very easy to write. Why? Because slope is one passing through origin. It is y equals to x only, na? Or I will write y minus x equal to 0. Y equals to mx. Then what is the equation of the line OB? Y equals to 7x. I will write y minus 7x equal to 0. Now, if you know both the lines, you know how to find the angular bisector. No? Okay, sir, you told there will be two angular bisectors. Now, where was the other one? Where is the other one? I've just not drawn. It will be like this. Both will be perpendicular. No? That's why. Okay. And you will observe that. Okay, let us not go more into this. Okay. We will just do whatever is required for us. Okay. We need the slope of red line. No? So let us see how to find the slope of orange line. Okay. So to get the slope of orange line, we should know the angular bisector equation. How did we do? Y minus x modulus by root 2. Root over a square plus b square equals to y minus 7x modulus second line by root 50. 2. This will be root 25, which will be 5. Now 5 times modulus of y minus x is equals to modulus of y minus 7x. Now this is where I was saying you have to open the modulus. Okay. Now let's open the modulus with the plus sign. What do I mean by the plus sign is, I'll remove both the modulus on the both sides. I'll just keep it like this. With minus sign means just put minus like this. Okay. Let us simplify this one. 5y minus 5x. Let us do it fast. You'll get 4y is equals to minus 2x. Y is equals to minus x by 2. Now I need not even simplify the second one fully. I can directly say the second line will be y equals to 2x. Because we will get two angular bisectors. Those two angular bisectors will be perpendicular to each other. Na? Okay. This line slope is minus 1 by 2. So this line slope should be 2, right? Okay. Now just we have to use our common sense whether we are looking at a positive slope one or negative slope one. Whatever orange color line which I have tick marked here. Sorry. Yeah. This one. It is positive slope. So what is the slope of that one? It should be 2. Okay. And our red color line is perpendicular to it. So its slope is minus 1 by 2. Okay. So the answer is minus 1 by 2. Okay. I want to explain all this procedure. So yeah, that's why it took time. But actually, if you okay, I hope you got it what I wanted. Yeah, any doubts? Let me just see. You guys able to see the screen, no? Yeah. Okay. We'll continue the same concept. Okay. We'll just strengthen the same thing. Okay. Equation of two equal sides of a triangle they have given. You see, observe this question very carefully. They have given the two equal sides of a triangle. One side, so third side. Okay. Yeah. So let's say this is the triangle ABC. What they are saying? So two equal sides. Let's assume the equal sides as AB and AC. So one side equation is 7x plus 3y minus 20 equal to 0. And the other side equation is 3x plus 7y minus 20 equal to 0. And they are saying the third side passes through. See, I have drawn the third side, but yeah, it is not given. But what is given? The third side passes through minus 3 comma 3. Okay. Then the equation of third side can be. That is what they are asking. Okay. Yeah. Now again, it's the same concept which we have seen like above. I'll tell you how it is the same concept. Okay. Yeah. See, first we should understand just simply a simple question to you. What is meant by angular bisectors? I know you can't answer now on the Zoom. Just answer it to yourself. Okay. I hope you answer it to yourself. Angular bisector is nothing but a line which divides the two given, the angle between the two given lines into two equal parts, correct? Now, if I have a line and if I draw a line like this, some angle it is making. If I keep drawing lines parallel to it, the angle will not change, right? Alpha, alpha, alpha. Okay. That means if this line slope is m1, this line slope will also be m1, 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 m1 like that. I'm just shifting, the angle will not change. Okay. The same thing here. Just 1 second. I'll use some different color. Yeah. Here you see, since it is isosceles triangle, is this line BC making equal angle with AB and AC? Alpha and alpha. So which means this BC must be parallel to the angular bisector of these two sides, AB and AC. Okay. Why? I'm just explaining the reason again. Because what is angular bisector? A line which makes equal angle with two given lines. No? Now, and if a line is making some angle with a given line, if you shift it parallelly also, that angle will not change. So here also, this violet color line is making same angle alpha with both the green lines. Now, if I shift that violet color line parallelly, that angle alpha should not change with both the lines. No? Okay, still this must be alpha, this must be alpha, here also this must be alpha, alpha, like that. So if outside I have written, inside means this will be alpha, this will be alpha, like that. Okay, fine. Coming back to the question. The two equal sides of the triangle they have given, third side passes through minus 3 comma 3. Equation of the third side they are asking. That means we need to find the slope of the third side. And we know that the third side will be parallel to the angular bisectors of AB and AC. Okay. Yeah. So how to find the angular bisectors of AB and AC? Simple. Modulus of what is the first one? 7x plus 3y minus 20 divided by root 7 square plus 3 square. 49 plus 9, 58 equals to by same root 58. Now just simplify. You'll get two lines. Now those two lines are what? Those two lines are actual angular bisectors of like this. These two angular bisectors you will get. But our required line will be parallel to them. Okay. Let's say we got slope as 3 and minus 1 by 3. Okay. Two slopes we got. Okay. Because those two angular bisectors will be perpendicular. No? Now only we have to take slope. Okay. So this line BC should have slope what here? The slope of the line BC can be either 3 or minus 1 by 3. Slope we know, point we know, we can write the equation. So two possibilities, two answers will come like that. Okay. Next. That you can do for homework. This is also easy only. This is little tough topic again. See, only little bit whatever. One second, guys. Let me just see any doubts are there. Actually, this is next topic is it is called parametric form. I think I have given somewhere some space for it. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Actually, this is little difficult topic. Just two things you need to remember. One is the terminology. Let's say you're standing at a particular point. Let's say at a point A. Okay. Now your friend is at a point B. Okay. And both of you know that. Okay. Let me just do it like this. Okay. No need for that. Directly mathematics language only we will use. We don't have much time. Okay. So what does parametric point says? If you know the starting point, when I say starting point, I mean coordinates of it. And if you know the direction of travel, or actually in coordinate terms, if you know the line of travel. Here, the line of travel is used by slope. By how far? We use displacement. Okay. Yeah. If these are the three terms which we will be using in parametric form, that's all. And what does it mean is, you know the starting point, you know the line of travel. That means in which line I have to travel. That means starting point is, let's say you're at 1, 2. Okay. And if you know the line of travel and by how far. Okay, by how far means 5. Okay, if I'm saying the point A is moving 5 units along this line, then your doubt will be, okay, sir, 5 units it is moving, but it is moving this side or this side. So that's why we are using the term displacement. So how do we take displacement is, if we are moving in increasing y direction, we take positive. Decreasing y direction, we take negative. That's all. That is the notation for displacement. Okay. Slope, you all know slope. What is slope? Okay. So I think line of slope we all know, no? That is tan theta. You know what is theta also. Angle made by the line with positive x-axis. Starting point means starting point. Okay. If you know these three things, then we can find the coordinates of endpoint. That's all. That is the basic concept of parametric form. Now, what is that endpoint, sir? Means simple. It is x1 plus r cos theta, comma y1 plus r sin theta, where tan theta is the slope, r is the displacement. You know how to take the sign, no? Like that. And where x1, y1 is the starting point. So this is your end point. Okay, fine. So here some variables, some everything they will give and they will test you out. Let us see how they are testing this concept in the first question. Okay, just a brief one simple example if I take in the flow only. Your starting point is 1, 2, and your displacement is 5 units plus 5, let's say. That means you are moving in increasing y direction and you have reached some point P. What will be the coordinates of P if I ask you? Then obviously you should be scolding me, sir, you didn't give the line, in which line I have to travel. Because otherwise I can go anywhere, no, on a circle. Okay. Now, so I'll say, okay, fine. Take slope as 3. Okay. Okay, fine. Slope is 3. That means tan theta is 3. Then theta, tan theta 3 means this is how you draw the triangle, no? Root 10. Then what will be cos theta? 1 by root 10. And sin theta 3 by root 10. Because what is involved in the formula is cos theta and sin theta. There is no tan theta. So if you know slope, you convert it into the sin theta and cos. Slope we know means we know tan theta. Tan theta should be converted into cos theta and sin theta. And if you ask, sir, what if the slope is negative, -3, for example? Then 3 always put the negative sign for cos. Okay. So cos theta will now be -1 by root 10 and sin theta will be 3 by root 10. Okay. Always it will be for cos only, negative sign will come. Okay, fine. So now we knew how to find cos theta sin theta from line, that is slope. Starting point, yeah, already it is given 1, 5. Displacement, yes, we know 5 units they are saying in upward direction. Now we know all three. Just substitute the point P will be x1 plus 1 plus r 5 into cos theta 1 by root 10, comma 2 plus 5 into what is sin theta 3 by root 10. Okay, we'll get that point. Now coming to the question. You see this question. I'm writing the solution here. If the straight line drawn through the point root 3 comma 2, so there is a point root 3 comma 2. So they are drawing some straight line, it seems. Okay, and this straight line is making 30 degrees with x-axis. Okay, so they have already told given theta directly. They didn't give tan theta. They given theta only directly. Which one? 5 by 6. Okay. It meets some other line. Okay. There is another line which is root 3x minus 4y plus 8 equal to 0 at the point Q. Now what they are asking, the length PQ. Okay. Now typically, yeah. Now how do we, so the length PQ, now here length is measured from P, na? Okay. So whenever the length is involved, you use parametric form, that's all. Other than parametric form questions, it will rarely the term length will be used in the question. Okay. So let's say this length is PQ. Okay. Then what will be, okay, or let's say we can say that let's say displacement of Q from P is R, let's say. Okay. We don't know, no? That is what we need to find. Okay. If the displacement of Q from P is R, then what will be the coordinates of Q? X1 plus R cos theta, cos pi by 6. What is cos pi by 6? Root 3 by 2, comma y1 plus r sine theta, sine pi by 6, which is 1 by 2. Correct? This we are saying will be coordinates of q. Okay. Now, but q is on which which line? This line. Substitute. You'll get root 3 times root 3 plus root 3 r by 2. And just substituting this point in the line equation. Minus 4 times what is y? 2 plus r by 2 plus 8 equal to 0. So you'll get 3 plus 3r by 2 minus 8 plus, sorry, minus 2r plus 8 equal to 0. You'll get r by 2 is equals to 3, which implies r is equals to 6. So what is the displacement of q from P? 6. So what is the distance PQ? 6 only. Okay. So here let me just explain why did I substitute this point which is written in R in that line equation. Okay. Now, for example, if I put R equals to 1, what will I get? Think. If I put R equals to 1, I will get a point which is at a displacement of 1 unit from P. Now that point may be on that line, may not be on that line. Okay. If I put R equals to 2, then I will get a point which is at a displacement of 2 units from P. Okay. Now, the displacement of Q from P we don't know. Since we don't know, we have taken it as R. But what is Q? Q is a point on this line. Na? We have taken that Q as a point of intersection of these two lines. That's why we have substituted it there. Okay. We can't keep substituting R equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and every time we check in the line equation whether it is satisfying or not. Okay. Fine. Next. Let me just see any doubts are there. Yeah, why negative sign should always be for cos? Yeah, actually the explanation is simple only. See, whenever you have a line, yeah, like see the angle made by this line with x-axis. What is happening? 0, slowly it became 90. Na? Then again it became more than 90. Slowly it is becoming 180 something. Let me, I will just use the different thing. Yeah. Let's say this is that line which we are talking. Okay. The line can make 0 degrees. Slowly it will go up to 90. Then 120, 180. Okay. Up to 180 it can go. Then again, you may say, sir, more than 180. No. But actually, if you extend this side, actually again it will start pop up here. So what is the range of theta which a line can make with x-axis? 0 to 180 only. No? That if theta is between 0 to 180, sine can never be negative. No? Because in first quadrant and second quadrant, sine is positive. So only thing which can, so tan is negative means that is because of cos. Okay. So that's why if slope is negative. No? In those cases, we take cos as negative, sine as positive. Okay. Yeah. Next. Yeah, they have given some more questions on that one. So just do it for homework. This also is based on that only. Yeah. Yeah, this point I wanted to explain in the beginning also. There also one question was there. Okay, I'll show that. Okay, I'll explain this question directly. See, this is one important point, guys. I think till now, 2-3 times already in JEE mains it has come. Very easy to remember. The derivation is lengthy. That's why I'm directly giving the result. Okay. See, the question is something like this. You have this x and y axis. Now, take any one point. any random point, let's say that random point is a comma b, okay, but it is a fixed point. Now through a comma b, actually how many lines can you draw? Infinitely many lines you can draw, no? One like this, one like this, one like this, infinitely many you can draw. Okay, now each time if I just take one of the scenarios, okay, this triangle will have some area. Now the question is which line, okay, when will that area of the triangle will be maximum? That will be the question. Okay, you have so many triangles which can be formed, no? But out of all of them, which triangle will have the uh, least area, not maximum, least. Maximum means you draw almost horizontal. What will happen? This will go intersect x-axis almost at infinity. So that will be a very large triangle, right? It will have in almost infinite area. Okay. So we want least area. So actually through differentiation, we can prove that least area will come when, just draw that scenario. When this triangle OAB, I'll just write it here, area of triangle OAB will be least if P is midpoint of AB. That's all. Simple result. That's why I want you to remember. When this P is midpoint of AB, na, that time this triangle will have the least area. Now you see the question now. Okay. A line is drawn through the point 1, 2. Okay. So meeting the coordinate axis of P and Q. Okay. So again, a line is drawn through the point 1, 2, like this 1, 2, meeting the coordinate axis at P and Q, such that it forms a triangle OPQ. Yeah, OPQ. If the area of the triangle OPQ is least, then the slope of PQ they are asking. Okay. Same question, slope of PQ they are asking. Since 1, 2 must be midpoint, let's say this is alpha 0, this is 0, beta. What is midpoint of PQ? Alpha by 2, beta by 2. But it must be same as 1, 2. No? So alpha is what here? 2, 0. Alpha is 2. Beta must be 4. So what will be the slope of PQ? Directly you can write now. Y2 minus y1. 4 minus 0 by 0 minus 2. Okay. Like that. This is the point here. Area of triangle OAB will be the least if P is the midpoint of AB. Okay. Yeah. Angular bisector, I think we just discussed. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. So this pair of straight lines little bit because it will take another half an hour. Okay. So I'll do one thing. I'll add it in the next session. Pair of straight lines part. Okay.